skeletal structure just because it seems to make a lot of sense. So what I can do is kind of grab the skin, tuck it away, grab the jawbone, and what I've referenced are these meshes enable me to go in and write a very simple script to handle separating those and having different path mappers inform the logic. So you can switch these things out. I've got them baked in at this, but it's a fairly simple script. Number slider that reduces at a different level. This one reduces here. I've just used one as the seed to change the random reduce on the meshes as I bring them in. Each one, I think you'll see dealing basically with that mesh, this mesh, getting down to a reduced number of manageable points, and then using the path mapper to take to a split tree. I guess the path mapper is not really necessary at this point. Well, I need it to get at the data. Split the tree, play off of some points, again, do a NURB curve surface on it, and then influence those by a radial pipe, variable pipe on a parabola, which seems to be nice. I kind of like that. So I've jammed it up because I touched something. It is a little longer, 1.8 seconds, 1.1 seconds, but there's a lot of things it has to be doing while I do that. So I might have bumped the graph mapper when I did that. Otherwise, you can swap these out and wait for the changes. This has been baked in as well, so I could swap that with the skull, and I can grab this one. Actually, I think I had that one in there. I don't think I have anything baked in the other one. So let's just grab the skull, go into hiding, grab the jawbone in hiding, and let's see what happens when I swap out a little bit of these masks on the geometry. So that's going by a different pattern. That's just thinking of changing. You just got to sit here and wait for a little bit. It's going to zoom in after because I used my scroll. So it'll take you a few seconds, and there it is up there. So I scrolled it out of the way, so that kind of jumped. So let's try it again with this count, 2, 4 in a series, and then accepting all indices after that from the data coming in. So if this isn't making sense to you, get at the script, have a play. I can treat every mesh differently, and I think I'm just going to stay centered around the skull because it's enough to play with. Bring it out, and there's a nice little analysis study of the head. So, it's not scientifically accurate in any way, besides the mesh that I pulled offline, but some really nice graphics when you think of metal casting and the possibilities of what you'd like to do. You could certainly play around a little bit more with this prior to going into it. I've got a couple of renders on the skulls here in transparency of glass, but that's about it. Not really going to put the 3DM file into these files, so I'll leave it up to anybody who grabs the script, which is fairly simple to deal with their meshes and the intricacies of those, because it is particular. I had to do it twice because, obviously my meshes, one mesh count was, 2,100, and the other mesh count was 756. So the reduction node of 361 on one, 1400 on the other makes for different geometries if you don't want them so convoluted. Hope that makes sense. I'm enjoying these scripts. I'm enjoying applying them. Reach out to me if you have any questions.